Let's talk about what being an entrepreneur really means, right? It's not just about starting a business or even growing a business. It's about spotting opportunities and having that natural inclination on the inside that leads you to entrepreneurial experiences and entrepreneurial ideas. It's about taking risks. It's also about being ready to face challenges head on. It's about innovation. It's about leadership. It's above all about passion and problem solving. So let's see what the signs are and if you tick any of these boxes. Sign number one that you are cracked up to be an entrepreneur is that you are a natural problem solver. Now, problem solving is the basis of all businesses, right? You have identified a pain point or a challenge that exists out there in the world, and you are going to create a product or service that is designed to solve that problem. Whether it's fixing leaky faucets, or figuring out how to streamline a process, or creating a strategy for an organization, you're always in problem solving mode. So if you've got that skill set, that natural inclination to hear a challenge or a problem that someone is having, and you feel the desire to help and to want to help them fix that problem, then 9 times out of 10, you are probably cut out for entrepreneurship.
I'm still worthy.
Because entrepreneurs need this skill in order to, navigate the endless trials and tribulations, but to also really truly design a product or a service that someone else is willing to pay for. And people buy things that they truly feel deep down inside will solve a problem for them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know about you, but I follow a ton of, I call them my Amazon babes. And I'm always watching these little videos where they are showing me like organization stuff or just this idea, this Amazon product that is designed to kind of solve a problem. And I will typically immediately click on that little link and go out to their affiliate link and put it in my cart because I'm like, oh my God, I have literally been bothered by, annoyed by, or had this problem. And this particular product is designed to solve that problem. And so problem solving is a critical skill for entrepreneurship. And if you naturally go to wanting to fix and to solve people's problems, then that's one of the signs that you may be cut out for this owning your own business thing. The second sign that you are probably cut out for this entrepreneurship thing is that you have a passion for independence. Yes. Number 2 is that you crave it. You crave independence. It doesn't mean that you just dislike working for a boss, because most entrepreneurs at some point or another started in a corporate environment. It means that you are driven to have more freedom and to have more flexibility and to make your own decisions and to call your own shots and to steer your own destiny. And deep down inside, even if you have a boss, you crave that innate idea that ultimately you can guide your own destiny more effectively and in a better way, and that you really want to experience the ability to be your own decision maker and have decision-making freedom. I always say that when I am in the business of helping entrepreneurs achieve the freedom that they so deserve and the desire, I don't just mean financial freedom, although that's a big part of it. I also mean decision-making freedom and lifestyle freedom and travel freedom and do what you want with your own time type of freedom. And it's really truly a core fundamental idea around entrepreneurship. For example, for me, I worked in corporate America for quite a few times, and I had this one particular job where I wasn't in, a supervisory or leadership role. I actually had a different supervisor. And I just constantly craved this concept of, if I work late, then I want to be able to come in when I need to. As long as I'm getting the job done, it doesn't really matter. And she was definitely the opposite. She was like, no, you're punching a clock. Every decision that you make, everything that you design, every idea that you have to come up with needs to be supervised by me, needs to be approved by me. And that work environment literally depressed me to no end. And so that is an example. It wasn't just about having the boss part, because I'm not opposed to having someone over me.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
Maybe I am. I don't know, y'all. Maybe I am. Maybe that's some fundamental of what I'm saying right now. I'm keeping it 100% real. But it was also the ability to really go after my ideas and to really be able to craft those ideas. So a craving for independence is a huge sign that you are on the right track. Or if you haven't been thinking about entrepreneurship or you're kind of contemplating it, if you have this one and the first one, yeah, you probably are cut out for this entrepreneurship thing. The third sign that you might be cut out for this entrepreneurship thing, or actually are cut out, is you are not afraid to take risks. And this often starts very early on in life. I have naturally been inclined to be a risk taker. I mean, when I was in high school, my best friend and I used to push my grandmother's car out of my driveway so that it was in neutral and she couldn't hear it because she went to bed really early, and we would literally get in that car and drive it to the nearest college and go to their parties. I mean, that was a huge risk, right? We were in high school, we were driving like 45 minutes away from home to go to a college party, and I did it repeatedly. It was like, you know what? I'm out.
What? I'm out, man.
And so I have naturally had that inclination for risk taking. And this is a huge part of entrepreneurship. It's not just about skydiving or bungee jumping or those types of risks. It's entrepreneurial risks. It means investing in your savings into a business idea. It means not being afraid to jump in and plunge into the idea of owning your own and having that freedom. It means that, yeah, you might be a little afraid and a little trepidous to actually pursue it, but ultimately the fire to take the risk outweighs any fears that you have. I started my very first business and went all in, and not my very first business, but I went all in into ultimately what put me as a full-time entrepreneur. Just one day after I had a performance review at my job, and they were like, well, giving you a raise, even though I had excelled in my performance, giving you a raise wouldn't be, what was the word they used? Financially or fiscally responsible. And after that, I was just like, I'm out. And I just resigned. I was basically like, forget all of this other stuff. I'm out. I can do this on my own. And so that in itself, jumping head first, was a sign that entrepreneurship was, a great fit for me. And it can be a sign that you too are cut out for this entrepreneurial journey. The fourth sign that entrepreneurship is most likely for you is that you are constantly curious and extremely eager to learn, that you love learning. The best entrepreneurs are lifelong learners, constantly reading up on new trends, learning new skills, looking for ways to improve themselves, improve society, increase impact, improve other people's lives. And because of that innate goal and nature, you're constantly learning and finding out details and facts and ways that can ultimately be done. And it's true for me. I mean, I don't spend very much time, I've said this to you guys before, I don't spend very much time watching television because I would rather use that precious personal free time to learn and to learn something new, a new skill, something that's going to kind of generate that new idea, something that's going to ultimately help me propel my business or have more impact or bring greater audience, greater value to you guys, my audience. So that innate nature where you are constantly craving that desire to keep your brain firing on all cylinders is a real, true need when you are an entrepreneur, but also a sign from the universe that entrepreneurship is for you. And the fifth sign that you are probably a great fit for entrepreneurship is that you see opportunities everywhere, all the time. You look at something or you watch somebody do something and you're like, that could be a business, or we can sell that, or that skill should be monetized.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, Something ain't right.
It's true. Opportunities exist all around us all the time, and people who are prone or a great fit for entrepreneurship tend to see those opportunities and tend to recognize where those opportunities lie. Where others see problems, you see potential. You see a product or service that can be created in order to solve that problem or that challenge. And a solution. You are solutions oriented, and some people might, categorize us as ever-present optimists. But in reality, we really are just looking at the opportunities that exist versus the challenges that exist. And I know for me, I am known to be that friend in the group, that niece, that sister, that mom, that wife, that cousin who will instantly come up with, how can we monetize that? Or me being like, immediately thinking, how can I help this person make some side money? Or how can I help them create a side hustle? Or how can I help them create an entire business around it? Especially when I hear it and my mind starts firing on all cylinders, immediately doing the market research, immediately finding a niche, immediately figuring out the strategy, which happens to be my genius zone and my gift. But in essence, you don't have to even go that deep. If you just tend to see the opportunity to monetize something, to make some money somewhere, especially if that something can solve a problem, then most likely, like me, you too, my love, are a great fit for entrepreneurship. So let me ask you, do you see yourself in any of these signs? Do any of these things apply to you? Do more than one of them apply to you? Have you been sitting there wondering to yourself, I'm not sure I'm cut out for this entrepreneurship thing, and those 5 things that I just went over with you, you're like, oh my God, I've got all 5. Well, if that's the case, my love, then you are not only cut out for entrepreneurship, but I am going to encourage you and tell you to pursue that itch, because you have a gift that the world needs, that the world deserves, and you can really truly grow an empire and bring to your life financial, lifestyle, decision-making, time, travel, all of the freedoms just from the fact that you are innately built to grow and have your own business. So if you like this video, please make sure that you like it in the comments, that you share it in the comments, that you leave me a comment and let me know which one of the 5 signs that I just mentioned do you have, so that we can engage in a conversation. And until next time, my loves, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Mwah!